Hello, friends, and welcome all. My name is Lamb. I'm going to be your host for tonight's games. Tonight we have Marshalltown Community College Tigers versus the Carl Albert State College Rivals team in an NJCAAE matchup for Division II Marvel Rivals. This is the kickoff to our regular season here, and I hope most of you are ready and buckled in to have a great time tonight to watch your Marshalltown Community College Tigers premiere their Marvel Rivals Gold team. We are waiting on one more player to join up, but we should be launching very soon. In the meantime, let's go ahead and announce the starting lineup for your Marshalltown Community College Tigers. From Traer on main tank, Landon Kuchera, also known as Cooch. From Iowa, the 90210 on off tank, Sam Gravy, otherwise known as Ratmans. From Camas, Washington on flex DPS, Bryce Johnson, also known as Lucky. From Anaheim, California on our hit scan DPS role, potentially IGLing this match as well, Luca Villamil, also known as Lukoshi. He's who we're waiting on. He should be in here very, very shortly. And from Van Buren County on main support, Elijah Powell, also known as My Real Dad. And last but not least, from Marshalltown itself on flex support and the captain of MCC Marvel Rivals Esports, Chloe Sink, also known as Salty Dragon 88. 88 standing for love and kisses, as Chloe would say. I'm very excited to get this launched off, and I'm very excited to be here with you all tonight. It's going to be a great match. I have worked with all of these players on this team, and I know that they have the chance of winning this match, nonetheless winning Division 2 in the NJCAAE. We should be starting up here shortly on the side of Carl Albert State College. Looks like we have Smoke MR, C2 C, FM Shadow 1898, Symbiote Shark, Magic Dragon 05, and Tostino's Pizza. This is not a sponsored stream by Tostino's, but it could be. It very well could be. I would also like to note that Jeff is our coach here at MCC. He has former coaching experience in Overwatch in Tier 2 on the European side of things, coming all the way over to our little town in Iowa here to help build this program and help Andrew develop this team. If you guys ever have any questions or want any information, I am more than happy to read chat and respond accordingly. I am a solo show here today, so I will be observing, casting, and streaming this match. So if there's any technical difficulties, please be patient with me. I will be more than happy to work through them and adjust accordingly. I have not seen the map bans come through yet, but the home team, also known as Carl Albert State College, will be choosing the map. It will be a convoy map. It looks like we're going to be on Yggdrasil or Yggdrasil's Path. Very front to back forward map, so I would expect to see comps like Groot or Strange and Magneto. Maybe some dive elements to it. I'd like to see what Coach Jeff here has cooked up for us as we wait for this lobby to kick off. And thank you to anyone that's hanging out with us here tonight. We are very excited to get this rolling and another stage of our esports journey here at MCC. We are very, very thrilled to have you, and we are looking forward to this matchup tonight. I am as anxious as you are, I promise. I want this match to get rolling, and I want this to happen. We are having a little bit of technical difficulties with one of our players, unfortunately, but we should be on the right path here shortly. And there is Luca. He is in and he is ready I think I'm going to go ahead and give the team the green light. And hopefully we get on our way here shortly. Yeah, North Tama Cooch. Cooch is in the building. I've been working with him on his Strange and his Magneto gameplay, a little bit of Emma gameplay. Those are the heroes I expect to see out of him tonight. I expect a good performance. You know, we have our support roles are pretty stacked. We have Elijah and we have Chloe. Salty Dragon and My Real Dad, they were very comfortable on a wide range of supports. Elijah, one of the best cloak players I've ever had the pleasure of being around. Also, the only controller player on the team. So if you're a Xbox fan or a PlayStation fan, he's your guy. But here we go. We are loading in to the first match. Potentially. Looking at a gray screen currently. Here we go, guys. Perfect. So, Yggdrasil's Path. We're going to see what Coach Jeff has cooked up for us. Bryce locking the Squirrel Girl. Coach Luca's hovering Black Widow. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we do see Cooch on Strange and Sam, Mr. Ratman himself, locking in the Hulk. Ooh, we see a Luna and a Wolverine band come through. Now, let's see what MCC is going to protect here. We're going to protect Magneto. Interesting. We don't even see Cooch on Magneto, so that's fun. Hulk gets banned on the side of Carl Albert. They're hovering it. They don't want to see it. They protected the mag in return. I expect Sam to make an adjustment and go for the Groot. Now, MCC, who are we going to ban? Be interested to see. I don't know how much scouting is done across each team here, but they're going to get a Loki ban here. Maybe looking to prevent any dive protection on the enemy side here. Now both teams will go for a ban. Carl Albert flexing the Hulk Namor, but banning the Hulk. Very interesting. Oh, banned Invisible Woman. Sue, not allowed to play, but MCC is going to ban that Emma, limiting the tank pool just a little bit further. Emma, a strong tank in the game, as we all know. Thing gets protected by Carl Albert. Wow. Interesting. So it looks like their tank lineup might be Mag Thing, one would expect. Very strong brawl kind of comp here on this map, because it's very tunnely. We'll see what Luca and the MCC Tigers decide for these bans. One last... They banned VP. They don't want any dive. That's fair. Probably influenced by Chloe and Elijah and the protection on the cloak. Yes. I think that means that Elijah will be on cloak. It is possible for Chloe to be on cloak. Chloe to be on cloak, that's going to be a hard one for me to say all day, guys. We'll see if Elijah holds that down for us. One last ban coming in for Carl Albert, and they ban Loki in exchange. Interesting.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Let's see if they actually run the Black Widow here. It might be just for entry purposes. But we are going to confirm our hero selects here. It does look like the Mantis and Widow lineup is going to be start on the attack here for MCC. Looking for a damage boost, looking for a pickoff in the early stages. Hulk Namor is coming out on the side of Carl Albert. Very popular combo. Very much so meta. Let's see what we can find here. Let's see how Carl Albert decides to stage this. Running a Mr. Human Torch here as well. Very strong characters here. Didn't know I could do that. Didn't mean to pause there, friends. My apologies. But let's see what kind of gets staged here.
The battle starts in 5.
I suppose we're going to go ahead and head over to this Black Widow and see if the damage boost comes through. It does come through. Let's see if he's going to be able to find one. Walks out the right side. Ooh, not able to hit the shot, unfortunately. Big damage coming out, though. It looks like Carl Albert's choosing to fight the corner here, not giving Black Widow the peek that they're looking for. The swap is going to come through. Sam here on the Magneto with double shield. Strange and Magneto pressuring out that Human Torch. Kind of backing up. Looks like a little bit of staging here is going to be happening. Kind of waiting for things to come together. Bryce on that Squirrel Girl is going to fall, unfortunately, due to the flank on the Namor. A little bit of poking and prodding happening here as they revamp. Chloe able to have that Minds down. There is going to be a push to try and zone this Namor. Are they going to be able to get him? They got him. Nice shot. Bryce able to successfully zone that out as we look to push the point further through. Hulk getting zoned out. Well done, Sam and Cooch holding the line. Let's see if this Magneto in the back, or this Human Torch in the back is going to be a problem. Luca pulls out the shotgun and Symbiote Shark on the Magneto is going to fall. There was a little bit of a flank happening here in the back, but Bryce able to hit the Human Torch with a Squirrel Girl nut, and that is a very good first push for MCC as they slowly progress through the map, making things happen. They weren't able to confirm the kill onto Banner here, who, you know, Baby Banner doesn't have a lot going for him. Now should be the time to push the tempo before he comes back. We'll see what MCC is able to make happen here. Like we said, it's very front to back here. We'll see how they look to engage. Namor's looking for a flank on the top for the side of Carl Albert. But MCC stands strong and gets him. Nice. Here comes the Squirrel Girl all making space and end this ult in exchange. Let's see if Sam pops the Magneto ult to try to burst it. Nothing yet. Just kind of hiding inside of it. The kills are going in MCC's way as Elijah with the cloak ult, able to make sure they maintain that space and match the support ults. Now we're going to see if this dive comes through by Tostinos. He's going to look for something fancy here, it seems, if they're going to try to touch. There is a lot of ults on both sides here. Who is going to ult first? They're staging it well. Let's see if Carl Albert's going to be able to make a stop. They're staging the dive now. Here it is. Ooh, they were able to get him, but Luca pops his ult, but gets smoked by Smoke MR. And unfortunately, the ults seem to be going in the side of Carl Albert, and this map is going to come to a halt, this push. Well done. Sorry, Cooch, you're getting beat up by Mr. Banner here. But that was an effective first push. They do have a lot of time left. 3.5 minutes-ish to kind of make this happen. We are looking at both tank ults on the side of MCC. Let's see if they're able to use them efficiently and make this happen. Breaking the bridge down so this Hulk can't play around that anymore. Very well done. Let's see what ults get popped here first. I'm expecting the tanks of MCC to pop an ult here very shortly. Oh, a very nice early kill by Luca, just spraying down the opposing Punisher. Ooh, he's getting a lot of damage, and Amplifier and Bryce's Squirrel Girl coming through to secure this team fight. Surprised no ults came out on the side of Carl Albert.
Out of sight.
Okay, we had a little bit of a report that potentially Rivals was muted. And we are in the clear. It's been going this whole time. Thank goodness gracious, because that would have been depressing. But in the meantime, a couple of early picks by MCC who keep on pushing the tempo here. You have to like what you see, but you have to wonder, when are these tank ults from Sam and Cooch going to pop off here? Carl Albert looking to poke and prod, kind of get some position here on the high ground. Nothing quite happening yet. I expect Sam to hold this Magneto ult for the opposing Punisher ult. Let's see what happens. An early pick happens. Cooch, nice pick on the Magneto. Good team effort. Ooh, a huge whale comes down. No finds. Doesn't find any kills, but we do get Elijah's cloak ult to kind of keep on pushing the tempo and keep on making space. Cooch looking for another fight here on the top. And will they be able to touch? Oh, an opposing Magneto wall comes out, and ooh, Elijah's able to dodge. 2.44 seconds. Clobbering time gets canceled out by MCC. Wow! And that is our first part of this map. MCC able to get all 3 points with 2 minutes and 53 seconds left remaining. Not a single tank ult used on the side of MCC. I'm not trying to throw flame to Cooch. I'm not trying to throw flame to Lando or Sam, but Lord knows we're going to need to see some. Alright? I'm a tank player. I work with these guys directly. I'm watching them closer than the rest of the group, alright? But either way, still an effective push. We're going to see how Carl Albert recovers, see what kind of attack they're drawing up here. I think overall, what we needed to see was a little bit more group cohesiveness. A little bit of picks were unhelpful on the side of Carl Albert. They kind of were staggered, not really grouped up, unfortunately. But that being said, I have no bias, and I am not rooting for MCC, clearly. Just kidding. Of course, I do have a little bit of bias, but we will have to see how Marshalltown adjusts here and how they plan to hold. With Groot and Strange coming out, they're going to look to create space and allow their Human Torch to make damage over the top, or deal damage, rather. Koshi featuring this Human Torch here. It didn't work too well for Carl Albert. Let's see if they're able to adjust. Just getting some poke damage in. You know, Magic and Psylocke for Carl Albert. It's going to be difficult for them to kill Human Torch per se, but they are running a double shield comp as well. They got the zone up, dealing a lot of tickle damage. Luka is just looking to pepper and spray these tanks out, make them uncomfortable. A flank is coming in the back line here, and kind of stressing out the supports a little bit, but they are able to get a kill on Tocino's Pizza. Psylocke still lurking around in the back, while Sam and Lando try to hold this front. They do get zoned out already. Still need to pay attention to the Psylocke here, Elijah. Bryce is there to help, and Cooch with an impressive play finds 2 and 3. Very nice, and just a Magneto left on the point here for Carl Albert, and Lando for this team fight, making his presence felt in this game. Now, we do have the Rocket Beacon as one of the closest ults to coming up online for MCC. Will be a very strong defensive ult and a potentially high damage ult. A lot of good places to place it here on this map. Prevent it from taking damage from the opposing team. But we'll see if these Agamottos see what the exchange is here by the team. We do get a switch on the Punisher by Tocino's Pizza. Looking to aim and counter this Human Torch. I don't blame them. Poking and prodding here. There is a battle happening at the front of the cart. Not a lot of progression made. Magneto and Strange do struggle. Cooch looking for it. They do end up finding the Hela as well on the change to deal with this Human Torch. And they are making Carl Albert back up here. We do have a lot of ults on the side of MCC. But the tanks are going to fall. I don't know how necessary that was, but that's alright, Bryce. You're doing great. We do get a hold ult from Elijah, creating that space. Unfortunately, we weren't able to reset here. And we're going to try to burn through this Luna ult. Can it be done? Oh, it looks like Luna ult is still too strong, but those 8 seconds are now over. MCC holding firm in their hold here. They're positioning well, preventing anything crazy from happening on the side of Carl Albert. Luka is doing a fantastic job of delivering damage on the enemy team. Magneto all coming out from Carl Albert. Can they hit it? Ooh, a nice fade by Elijah preventing that to happen. But we do see it. Ooh, and the pylon comes out on the side of MCC. Chloe preventing that Strange ult from getting any value. Now Cooch is going to go ahead and hit his. Oh, he doesn't find any, but a Hell ult in response on the side of Carl Albert. Smoke MR. Lando doing his best to block it, leaving his teammates down below to prevent it. Will he be able to find the kills here? They are very low. Sorry for all the switching here, guys. I'm working through it. Cooch able to get two and help protect his team. And Elijah, as you can see on the controller, holding it down for MCC, keeping things grooving, baby.
I'm trying to help.
And the hold for MCC continues. 30 seconds left on the clock. Tostino's Pizza has his Punisher ult, and we do have an Invisible Woman ult here. So there is a good chance, but MCC is going to be looking to hit a fat Groot ult as they walk out of this teleporter, is what I'm going to guess. We'll see if they position for it. They haven't backed up quite yet. They're not prepared for it. Cooch and Sam are out here by themselves. Sam is pushing for it. Will he get her? Oh my gosh! He got her! Now back to the point. We're going to have to see how things get cleaned up. And whew, Luca with a very nice job of getting 3 finals there. And with no TP to return, it looks like MCC is going to be taking this first map of Yggdrasil's path.
Final score 0-2-3.
Whew! Alright. Well, MCC, great work on the first map. Able to lock down and hold. Not a lot of progression happening on the side of Carl Albert. They weren't able to get past that first corner, but Luca, aka Lukoshi, 35-1, is going to be our MVP for this first match. And my goodness gracious, 18,000 damage, 11 finals. Lando and Luca showing up on the final board here, double digits on each side. We'll have to see what kind of adjustments Carl Albert are going to make into this next map. But we love what we see so far from MCC. A lot of high kills, a lot of healing coming out. Excellent round overall. But Luca is your MVP. And now we will wait and head into the second map. I'm not sure if I should hit exit spectating or not, so let's see what happens. It was the right call. And now we wait to see what this next map is going to be. I do believe that we are going to be headed to a convergence map. The winner will ban one of them, and the loser will pick the next map. So, Carl Albert will have the opportunity to select which map we get sent into next. But this is a best of 5, like I said, and MCC's up 1-0 to start. Very dominant start. We're going to have to see what adjustments Carl Albert is going to be able to make and what they are willing to do to correct this series and prevent a 2-0 for MCC. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Monday night. Again, I cannot say how grateful I am for you guys to be here and how excited I am to be a part of this with you guys. I see some big fans in the chat. Luca's getting shout outs. Cooch is getting shout outs. Mr. Lando. Main tank difference. We love it. We love it. And it looks like Shin Shibuya is going to be banned here. So with Shin Shibuya being banned, we'll see if we head to Hall of Jalia. No, we're going to head to Central Park, everyone's favorite map. Everyone loves that first point. I know it. I know it. I did get a little bit of insider trading done here, and I did participate in a scrim with MCC and see our Central Park defense, and I would not be surprised to see Sam, Mr. Ratmans, on the penny. Tim the Tapman will call this a penny angle. I'd like to think that it'll be penny, period. So we'll see. We also saw some Bucky. We also saw some Torch during that scrim. So we'll see if my predictions come true. But I am looking forward to it either way. That was just such a well-rounded first match. I'm very excited to see this team play and see them perform. I've worked through some of these things with these guys, and I can tell you that everyone here at MCC is so excited to watch this team grow and blossom and really put on a show. Just making sure that they know I'm ready. Looks like MCC side is ready. We're going to head into bans and hero select here very shortly. And, you know, honestly, as a tank player myself, I would not be upset if we continue to see a fan-proclaimed main tank difference from MCC with Sam and Lando really going ham in there and really making that space that the team needs. That's what we like from tanks. Just having a sip of water there, guys. I got to stay hydrated doing this cast here. We should be loading in here very shortly. Can't make any promises. I did like what I saw from Luca there on the Human Torch. It was much more successful. He did make the enemy team, Carl Albert, force a lot of change. I mean, they walked out on Magic and Psylocke. Dive got shut down immediately. And they realized that Human Torch was a problem. Switched to Punisher. Switched to Hela. That makes a lot of sense. But here we go. Central Park. Not the Central Park you might be thinking of, but Central Park in Marvel Rivals is a little bit darker than what we've got going on in New York here. But with a 1-0 lead, MCC is going to do their best to maintain their composure and try to get up 2 maps here. That's a big difference. It's going to help their morale, help sustain the energy and the comms, undoubtedly. Let's see what bans we have for us here. Looks like MCC is going to start out on the attack, just based off the hero select that I'm looking at. Groot! Sam is going to get target banned with the first ban on the Groot. They didn't like it, but Wolverine is going to get banned on the side of MCC. No funny business. They're going to go ahead and protect Phoenix, enabling Luca to be, once again, the MVP possibly. Oof. Hey, I don't know if that's a shot at Chloe and her rocket skills or not, but Rocket is going to go ahead and get banned on the side of Carl Albert, and they don't want to see that. But they're going to protect Magneto, letting FM Shadow keep on playing that. Was a rough match for them in the first go. Let's see what adjustments they make. They ban Phoenix in return. Smart play. When you run Rocket and Penny, you look to hold that down. A Magneto and Emma ban. Emma ban coming in for MCC. They don't want to play against that. Magneto ban coming in for Carl Albert. Interesting, to say the least. They're targeting Sam heavily here. Those were his 2 characters in the last game. Tank difference might be obvious at this point. They're going to go ahead and protect Cloak on the side of Carl Albert. Keeping their healing fortified here. Let's see what this last ban for MCC looks like. They're going to go ahead and ban Bucky. Bucky, with his recent buffs, is a really strong character. A lot of CC, a lot of stuns. Can't be surprised by him getting banned. Luna getting protected. Looks like Chloe wants that Luna. Chloe told everyone, please, let's protect Luna. I'm here for it. And the last ban on the side of Carl Albert is going to be Cloak. Interesting. They didn't... Looking for some target bans there. We played every single character on that side there. But for this attack, it looks like we're going to have a Storm-NATO comp. I know that Elijah and Bryce have been cooking up this comp, and they want to do this. I know they want to combo their ults and make it happen. Bryce, one of the better Storms I've had the pleasure of working with. And Elijah's Jeff. He's got it cooking, believe me. Let's go ahead and get ourselves the point here. I am very excited to see how this attack gets cooked up.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Kind of position our cameras here real quick, guys. That way we are as dialed as we need to be. Okay, well, it looks like we are going to get that penny set up on the side of Carl Albert. They don't want to give them free access to this point. They are running Punisher and Hella, bringing that comp back. But let's go ahead and see how Mr. Sam on the Hulk decides to enter this. A little bit of poking and prodding here happening, and we're just going to have to wait and see how this all comes together. Sam's going to look to take the high ground and kind of peel it off. They're going to have to try to break these mines as they walk through. A little bit of poke damage happening here. Sam's looking to make some space, kind of break it apart. Cooch walking through main. Let's go ahead and toggle over to Storm here and see what Rice is able to find. Cooch with an amazing kick. Lando's looking for it, man. He's feeling himself today, and it looks like that Carl Albert is going to fall over here. Pick after pick after pick. Lando! Goodness gracious, do I take the camera off of this guy ever? Because he is on fire today. Already looking at 4 final hits. Luca with 1,600 damage to start this off. I like Lando's positioning here. This is very fun and exciting to witness. And I position cameras for all of nothing. MCC takes that first point very, very quickly. Luca's going to look to take an off angle here. Try to deal some damage over the top. Picking Ultron with a headshot. Now doing damage onto the Luna. Sam is diving into that backline. I see him. He's going for it. He's trying to make that space so his team can walk freely. Punisher is a problem for him, though. They are able to get the pick on Penny, and he's able to back up successfully. Oh, back up successfully and walk forward successfully. Hits the ult, so that way he doesn't die. I like it. Doesn't want to get demeched. But not a lot of targets left remaining after that, and once again, I regret taking the camera off of Luca. I mean, Lando, sorry. But a very strong push here by MCC. We are off to a hot start. Sam, get out of there! Unfortunately, Sam is going to go ahead and get demeched. We do have a lot of ults on the side of MCC. We're going to have to see what happens, but Carl Albert isn't even able to touch. Sam is able to make so much space, risking his life for space on the team. That is tank gameplay if I have ever seen it in my life. Lando, I think he's thinking about it. I knew it. It's 4. Woo! Cooch, as my friends in the chat might say. Lando's looking to make his mark on this team fight and make his mark on this game. Trying to show people what's up on the Strange. Still so many ults on the side of MCC. Will we see the Sharknado come out here, guys? That's what I want to know. I'm excited for it. I am ready for it. Here it comes.
I am ready to start the show.
Oh, the Sharknado comes through. No quills quite yet. The Luna ult coming out in response. They're able to find 2! Getting the Strange and the Hella on the other side. And a Coco coming out from the enemy team, forcing both support ults. Is still not enough for Carl Albert. And my goodness gracious. Woo! Bryce is cleaning up in Sharknado. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry if you are here to watch Carl Albert. MCC has plowed through this map. I don't even know how long that was. It felt like a couple minutes. Wow. Lots of time left on the board. Carl Albert's going to have to make a statement and really try to match what just happened on the side of MCC. Whew! The Tigers are hot. Goodness gracious. Well, I knew we wanted to see that Stormnado, and I kind of felt it coming, and it happened, and 2 support ultimates weren't able to counter that combo, and man, that's just a tough ultimate stack to fight back against, and now we need to transition into MCC's defense here, and See how they kind of stage themselves and set up.
30 seconds before you attack.
Penny is not coming out here. They're wanting to run the Hulk again. And it looks like they're going to have the same comp, period. And, you know, I don't blame them. Why make a change when it's working? Whew. Man, I'm still not recovered from what just happened, guys. 4 minutes and 45 seconds left for MCC. Can Carl Albert match?
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Let's go ahead and take a look at some Jeff gameplay for Elijah here. In his little pink suit, just kind of getting some cleave damage through. Looks like some action is happening here on the top, and the Captain America is falling. A BP dive does come through. Woo, Elijah's hurting. Can they help peel? Very nice. Well done on the side of MCC. They do survive the dive, which is very, very helpful.
I'm ready to do some damage.
Breaking the Loki pylons. Just kind of pushing through. Let's see what Lando's got cooked for us. He's just kind of walking up. He's making it happen. Sam here to follow up on some damage, and Sam is able to find Magic Dragon in the back. Woo! Chloe with a collapse to kill the Strange. Very good early picks on the side of MCC. Woo! Okay, Smoke, MR, and Cap, who dove in a little late, are able to get caught out here and snatched up on the side of MCC. Tigers continue their defensive hold. Let's see what they're able to do. It does look like there's going to be a comp switch up for Carl Albert. We're going to see Thor and Hela. Thor with his recent buffs. Kind of seeing more gameplay in the scene and getting a little bit of improvement. Hela to help deal some long-range damage. Hopefully revive them a little bit. Looks like Lucas looking for an off angle here to try to get this Hela, but Sam is deep in there. Okay, he does back up, rejoins his team, just trying to fight that Hela and zone the DPS. Making some space for them now. Oh, and Lando, does he hit a big one? He got one. There's 3 or 4 of them stunned, and Coot with a huge Eye of Agamotto able to help end this team fight. Luca cleaning up on top of it, and they're going to go ahead and back out now. Maybe. They want more. Okay, just a little bit of splash damage. Nothing crazy.
Now I'm really hitting hard.
Sam positioning himself well for the dive. He does have his ultimate. We do also have Sharknado coming up. Well positioned for the dive, though. He's looking for it. Okay, just being patient. We do get a copy. Oh, a copy of a Storm Alt. They saw what they were playing against and they loved it. The Luna Alt does come through. The Jeff Nito was the most important part, and Lando was able to find 2 on the other side of it, and their whole team fell apart kind of while that Storm Alt was happening, and wowzers. Unfortunately, not the same effectiveness for Storm Alts without the Jeff. Support Alts counter Storm Alt, but Storm NATO does not get countered by Support Alts, friends. Let's just make that clear. Elijah back on this. Just back on this, Jeff. Just doing cleave damage. Only 60 seconds left remaining. They need to regroup on the side of Carl Albert. And here comes the Storm NATO. Carl Albert making some space and making some headway with this. Their own Storm NATO. Let's see what the ult responses are here on the side of MCC. They all have one. Sam just getting out of his. Can they get a pick on the Jeff? Nice! Individual kills coming across the board without any ultimates, surprisingly enough.
Down to 30 seconds.
Alright, Symbiotic Shark on the Strange for Carl Albert's going to have to make a TP happen. 23 seconds left. Will they be able to enter into this point? FM Shadow better not get picked off here early. That would kind of be a doomsday situation for the Carl Albert, and the TP does come through. Storm NATO's going to come through. Or just NATO. That's enough, though. And whew, the Tigers are going to hold on here. One last final kill. Yeah, I don't even know where this is happening at. He gets the invis coming out of spawn. Elijah holding them out of their spawn way with a Jeff ult. And unfortunately, Carl Albert was not able to match the time and is not going to be winning this match. A very quick 2-0 for the side of Marshalltown. And Luca, MVP once more. 2 for 2 on the day with 21 final hits and 14,000 damage. You love to see it. When your hit scan is online, when your projectile is online, and when your tanks are online, that's when things kind of come together, and that's what Marshalltown is experiencing right now. They are in a groove. I imagine the emotions are high, and we are on a roll. Map bans will be coming through for the Tigers here. They're going to have to select a map ban. We're going to be heading over to Domination. That is our third map type here for today. Luca trolling, saying they're banning Ascent. Very, very clever. Wrong game. Anywho, we'd love to see this on the side of Marshalltown, guys. They have come to play today. Only 3 of them died in that whole last map. That is incredible. 30-0 for Lando with 11 final hits, 11,000 damage, and 11 damage blocked. I don't know if this is where you're supposed to make a wish or not, but 11, 11, 11 seems to be some angel numbers. I would go to the lottery right now, go to the casino, and make it happen. But anywho, if you're of age, of course. Well done by the Tigers. That was a dominant map, a dominant performance so far here in these first 2 maps. Third map should be coming around here shortly, I imagine. The Tigers see blood, man. They're ready to end this, but for the sake of the fans and for the sake of everyone here, we would love to see a map 4, am I right? Come on. But I guess if you are biased like me, you do want to see MCC win all 3 of these and finish out the series here and make it a 3-map best of 5. A clean sweep to start the season is the right way to approach it, and everything that we could have asked for from this team. You know, it's been a tough showing for Carl Albert. I do know that MCC has been in the lab and they've been cooking. But I wish nothing but the best for Carl Albert and their players. I root for their success as well. We're all just young, collegiate students looking to participate in something that we love. And that's the most important thing about esports, guys, is that this is a way for players to express themselves and find themselves in a team setting and build relationships that last forever. I speak from personal experience, and I know how important it is for these guys for these ladies and gentlemen to spend time together and build upon their skills and upon their chemistry and develop things beyond video games. That's really what esports can be summed up as and I know that it's so integrated, but it's so important that we respect every opponent that we play and appreciate their time. But we are rolling into round number 3. We are headed to Burnin' T'Challa, the Black Panther themed domination map here in Marvel Rivals. Bans coming up. Let's see what the approach is from each team and how they want to decide. Hulk ban coming out for the domination map from Carl Albert, and a Wolverine ban seems pretty standard for MCC. They don't want to play against it, apparently. It's not something they want to experience, and I don't blame them, not even in the slightest. First protection coming out for MCC. Are they going to protect Phoenix? Shocker. It's almost like there's a set, ban, and save method for MCC. Let's see. Luna getting the ban from Carl Albert. They don't want to play against Luna. Possibly the best support in the game. And they protect Hulk on their side. They want to have the Hulk. They don't want to play against the Hulk. They're featuring a Hulk Namor lineup right now. Hela will be the corresponding ban. Interesting. So what flyers are we going to see? Star-Lord getting hovered by MCC. Human Torch getting banned. Namor getting banned. Very nice bans from both teams, trying to read each other. Who are they going to protect? Invisible Woman again? Magneto again. Okay, I guess I had one of two choices there. It was either Invisible Woman or Magneto. I was flipping a coin. Strange gets the ban. No TPs allowed on the other side. And Cloak will be the last protection here for MCC.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
All right. Let's see how the comps develop here and build out. Looks like we're going to see a strange Magneto on the side of MCC. Hulk Mag coming out for Carl Albert. They wanted to run that Hela, it looks like. They wanted to run Hela and Namor, and it was a good read on the side of MCC. They had those bans in. And I'm just going to do us all a favor in the chat here. I see a lot of requests for a Cooch Cam. Lando getting the spotlight. He's had quite a day on the Strange, hitting big ultimates, keeping his team alive, helping protect everything. But the DPS have been showing out for MCC as well, and they never die either. So this is just a well-rounded performance. We will get to see Luca on the Star-Lord.
The battle starts in 5,
Let's see if they take advantage of this
4,
portal
3,
and pop it right
2,
away.
1. All you need to do is
No
capture
portal
the
coming
mission
out here in the
area.
early
Got
stages.
it?
We are going to see the Jeff from Elijah and the Cloak from Chloe.
Taking out former allies.
No Stormnado though. Just Jeff. Both teams are walking out here. Looks like a very coordinated push to walk out onto the right side here by Carl Albert. We're just going to have to be careful about these walls. Very good shift over the top here. Peeling back for his teammates. They are kind of just tucked into this choke here, and woo-wee! Cooch with 2, and that is why we're on the Cooch Cam, guys. Goodness gracious me. That is well done, and Luke is now going ahead and go and push and make this happen. He does need to get some heals going here. He does back up and he gets a shield, and Lando with another kill as MCC kind of sweeps this up and is going to be able to finish a bunch of kills here and wipe them out. Woo! Bryce with a double kill. Goodness. Well done by the Tigers here. Staking their claim to this point very early on. Gonna get up to 30, 35%. Maybe even 40% before a single touch happens on the side of the Carl Albert. It looks like they're looking for other ways to navigate this. It is throwing MCC off. They are all walking to high ground. Lando is on the beat here. He knows what's going on. They broke through top. Now they're dropping in. Team MCC is very split up right now. Lando needs to back up out of there. He just got pulled by the Bucky, unfortunately, and they're able to catch him. Let's see if MCC is going to be able to recover, being down their tank. Bryce with a big ult here. Sam does fall, unfortunately, but with the Luna ult coming out in response, Bryce is not able to finish any of the other kills or get anything going. MCC is going to have to back up. You have to love the coordination and the teamwork by Carl Albert to make this happen.
Gone for good.
They wrapped around top, they repositioned. If you're a Marvel Rivals player, I highly recommend you look into other things besides walking down main. It will change everything about what you're looking for. It is very interesting to see there is a blade on the enemy team, and the Jeff ult does come out on the side of MCC. He gets 3, Magneto, Bucky, and Luna. He sacrifices himself, catching all 3. Now with just some tanks left on the point, MCC will get this. Blade is left. They got him. Whew. Jeff, with his recent buffs, is also seeing a lot of game time, and Let's just be real. We love it.
Exactly what I hoped to find.
They've almost got it!
We are seeing a little bit of a quality drop with the restream, unfortunately, but it will come back. It will come back. We do have a couple of big tank ults here. They're going to have to stay alive in order to make this happen. Star-Lord ult coming out from Luca. Invis ult coming out in response. Let's see, two big tank ults here on the side of MCC. Lando's looking for it. He's holding shield for the Magneto ult for now. He's still going to look for it. We do get a big kill onto the Invisible Woman. Blade is low as well. No ult coming through for Lando. He's just looking to finish that kill, and things are going to get swept up here. Well done by MCC. They're going to have this first point. With Strange being banned, there's no way to portal back. Well, down to the Imperial Institute of Science here on the Hall of Shalia. Carl Albert, they're going to have to make a final stand and really get their butts in gear to prevent a clean sweep for the Tigers here.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Chloe flexing her emote in the spawn. Oh, that's not actually Chloe. My apologies. That is on the other side here. We are watching Carl Albert. Just need to emote, take a deep breath, relax a tad.
It seems extinction is on the agenda once again.
Now let's see if the early TP comes through here for Lando and Cooch, and if they're able to kind of
Battle starts in 5,
make this happen here.
3, 2,
One last map potentially. They're going to look to close this out.
all you need to do is capture
Walking out of
the
spawn
mission
as
area.
normal on the same comp. Coming up on some big ultimates here. Winter Soldier looking to go again. And Strange, aka Lando, looking to have an eye on Agamotto. Only the Magneto shield to worry about. Let's see if they combine these ults together and make it happen. Lando doing the 180. Looking to see where his team is at. Protecting himself from the wall. They're getting crunched in by both sides. Here it is. It hits 3 at the minimum. And that is going to be the end of that team fight. Single-handedly, Lando says, this is not happening. This is our point. And he locks it down. We're going to have to see how they decide to hold here. They do have Bucky's ult. They do have Jeff's ult. Groot ult on the other side here for Carl Albert. Will they ult first? Normally, whoever ults first tends to win things. In my book. But we'll see. Lando and Sam do have to be careful here with the walls here. Lando getting sucked out. Oop, the Jeff ult is coming through. Does only find one. Gets the bubble from Sam. And rest in peace, Bucky. You are a goner. Will Elijah be able to get out? Elijah is able to make it out and able to escape. Well played. And the rest of the kills are going to come through and we're going to clean up. Sam showing out on the Magneto, getting a lot of bubbles in high value situations there, protecting his Jeff outside of the ultimate.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway
And now,
point.
I'm guessing we're going to be facing an ult fiesta. We're going to need Chloe to build her cloak ult. We need some early damage taken on the side of MCC, because with no support ult here and all of the ults coming out,
I am
oh
ready
my
to
goodness
put on a
gracious,
show.
we're going to see a Star-Lord ult, forces out the Luna ult. Corsino's is left in the backline here, kind of by himself isolated. Ooh, a huge Groot ult's going to come out. Sam with a Magneto ult does find one on the Tostinos, but we are down quite a bit of players. MCC is going to have to be on the back foot here. They don't need to use any ults here. Carl Albert saying, this is not over yet. We are here for it. We are going to make this happen. Now, they did use a lot of ultimates in that fight. They are only coming up on Magneto and Rocket ult. Not a bad combination of ults, though, to prolong the fight and take the advantage. Let's see if Bucky, a.k.a. Lucky, a.k.a. Bryce, is able to make things happen. Chloe with an early ult. Will she survive against the Magneto? Unfortunately, she's going to fall. Bryce coming in, gets one. Oh, a huge strange ult on top of it. They tried to pop the rocket ult to keep everyone alive, but Bryce is going again and again and again, finding everyone, not hitting the last one, unfortunately. Mr. Fantastic, quite a hard character to kill. He's going to stay alive. They haven't finished off the rocket yet either. They do finish Mr. Fantastic, and there goes the rocket, and MCC is going to take this point back.
Honestly, I've wanted to do that for ages.
Man, if I had $1 for every time I saw a huge Eye of Agamotto, I would be able to go to Subway and get a footlong. Luca with a nice finish onto Luna here, and they're trying to stall out the point, but the picks are coming through, and Carl Albert with one last breath. We do see Elijah with his ult again. Maybe he's going to hold the spawn. He actually finds an enemy Psylocke, and he takes her for a trip, and that is the series. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the MCC Tigers Rivals team is here to play. Starting off their first match of the season with a 3-0 sweep. Sam with the MVP of this match. Magneto himself. The bubbles were impressive, hitting ultimates, making the space. Well done to Carl Albert. Well done to MCC. Glad to kick off this year well. And a 3-0 showing from the Tigers is exactly what we're looking for. Lando on the Strange, hitting huge ultimates. Sam making space with the Hulk. Protecting his teammates with the Magneto. Being harassing, period. Bryce going again and again on the Winter Soldier. And also dominating on Storm. If you missed the Convergence map, he was going nuclear. Luca, Phoenix, Torch. Playing a well-rounded hero pool, doing a lot of damage, getting a lot of kills. And Elijah on the Jeff. Come on, we love Stormnado. That was working so well. Some great ultimates throughout his time here on the Jeff, and they banned his cloak. So, adapting and overcoming that, exceptional work. Chloe on the Rocket, on the Luna, on the Invisible Woman, keeping her strong teammates alive, protecting herself and her other support, doing God's work. I don't know if you're as impressed as I am by this team, but we love seeing a first match go so well for MCC, and I know we have Lando fanboys in chat, and I appreciate y'all being here and spending this match with us. But GG's to Carl Albert. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you to Carl Albert for being here with us in the match. And thank you to Jeff, our coach, Andrew, the director. Thank you for helping us cultivate and create this experience. This is Lamb and the MCC Esports signing off.
First Form, protein bars and sticks. High protein, maximum taste. 20 grams of protein in every bar, 18 grams of protein in every stick. Gluten-free, no artificial flavors, just pure fuel. First Form, shop now.
Give your home a fresh new look during our fall home sale at Slumberland Furniture. Up to 50% off list prices. Get this best-selling modern sofa for the low, low price of $399. Plus, you'll get the matching chair for just $99. That's a $329 value. Get a Lazy Boy recliner for just $399. Need a side table? Your choice, just $129. Or a Sealy Queen mattress for just $399. Plus, totally free doorstep shipping. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
first few pounds coming off was honestly emotional. It gave me a sense of momentum and hope.
I just wanted to regain my confidence. With hers, I have it back.
I'm saying yes to things I might have skipped before, like going on walks or meeting friends.